Hey y'all, this is Tammy with TDarley Photography. I want to come and meet with you guys a little bit today, kind of introduce myself. I've got some wonderful clients who have shared some of their thoughts about their experience, and I told them to just tell the truth.
I started looking for a photographer for my daughter's wedding, and I saw her work on Facebook. I just kept going back and looking at her pictures, and I had two other photographers in mind. I was following their work as well, and I just kept going back to her work. It was something about it that just drew me to her pictures, the way that they looked. To me, she's a visionary. She sees a moment and she captures it. I saw heart when I looked at these photos. It's what I wanted for my daughter.
Miss Tammy makes me feel special. During my bridal portrait, she was like, you gotta swing your hips this way, turn your knees this way, you know. She just made it feel real comfortable for me, and I wasn't so just standing there the whole time. When I first saw the pictures, I about cried. I was so happy. They really touched my heart. And I just saw like I'm about to cry, but in the emotion, she just captured what I wanted.
Pictures, to me, are not just something on a piece of paper. They are freezing a moment in time that no one can take away from you. They are your memories. In my opinion, these pictures are going to grow in value over the years. They're yours. You're going to love them. You're going to look at them. They're going to be on your wall forever. Your children are going to look at them. When your hair is gray and you're holding on to those grandbabies, they're looking at those pictures and saying how beautiful you looked, and those are going to be their treasured memories.
I think something that Tammy really impressed me with on our wedding day was her amount of creativity. I rode into the ceremony on my dad's Harley. The way that she posed me and him both and the motorcycle was just absolutely incredible, and the pictures turned out amazing, and all the credit is completely due to her.
Miss Tammy makes me feel like she's a good friend, like I've known her all my life, and she's very professional. When I went through the photos, I was just blown away, almost speechless at some of them. There's so many that could be in magazines. They were so good. It was just like a wow factor.
One of the things that many of us photographers will offer is a bridal session. You may think, okay, we'll get those the day of the wedding, but to be honest, there's a couple of different reasons to me that you want to do a bridal session. Number one is just, I love it. I want to go places. I want to do really cool, dramatic things. One bride, we went to do the bridal session, and I noticed a malfunction, if you will, in the dress. It was not something that I could even fix in Photoshop if I wanted to. Luckily, because she had had the bridal session, I said, we need to stop this. We will set up another bridal session, but right now, we need to go make sure and get this dress fixed before your wedding day. Can you imagine what it would have felt like to be standing up there in the ceremony looking like that?
I did a bridal sitting with Tammy. I was really excited about that. I didn't even know a bridal sitting was a thing until I met Tammy, and she really got me excited about it. She had picked out the location. Being new to this area, I didn't really know where we should take these pictures, but she just knew where we should go, and it was beautiful, and I'm so glad that I did the bridal sitting.
I've been at a few weddings before, and usually the photography sessions are pretty boring, but when we did our first shoot with Tammy, she was very involved with us. She brought kind of like an energy to the photo session that I just never quite experienced with anyone else, and it made it for a very enjoyable time. Her personality and her way of instructing us to get the best shot was very entertaining. It was very fun, actually. It was just a lot of fun to have her around.
You want a photographer that knows how to help everyone look their absolute best. I'm gonna love you, and I'm gonna take care of you like you are my princess. It's my personality, and it's the way I do things. I am not everybody's cup of tea. That is okay. If you want the quiet person, I want you to have who you want. But if I'm your cup of tea, we will have fun together. I will be the first one to admit to you that I was a homemaker. I didn't go to school for this. I got my first camera to take better pictures for my scrapbook never scrapbooked again because I found my passion. I found what lifts my soul, and this is my drug.
It was a heart thing. It was a heart connection that I had with her. She's very professional and she has a sweet spirit. She just made it easy for Caitlin to be beautiful and to be photographed. It was no pressure. It was fun. I started looking at wedding photography prior to their engagement, to be honest, because at the end of it all, that's what you have are the pictures. We actually spent Caitlin's spring break interviewing several different photographers. We had meetings with 3. She won a gift package from one of them, which made that very enticing. But yet I kept going back to those pictures that TDarley had done that were just perfect.
Recently been told by one of the best brides in the world. I came up to her and I said, okay, so what were you thinking about right here? Because we can go ahead and move into this. She says, Miss Tammy, you do you. If you have found an experienced photographer that you get along with, great. Your personalities connect. You feel like you're at home. You feel like everything is right. And you know you love their work. The best thing you can do to get those creative images is let them be them. Let them do them. Don't stress so much about it. You do not have to make a list saying we want pictures of the first dance. We want pictures of us cutting the cake. We have done this enough that, baby, we are there to take care of you. And all you need to do is stand there and have joy.
Miss Tammy was very flexible with us. We knew coming into this that we weren't going to have the greatest or the biggest budget with photography. And she definitely helped us by letting us cut out certain things that we didn't want, or letting us wait until after the wedding to get things that we did want but couldn't necessarily afford at the time. So she was very, very flexible with us, and it was truly a blessing that she loved us enough to work with us that way so that our dreams of her being my photographer could come true.
During the wedding process, she would send us text messages like, hey, how's everything going? Which was helpful on our ends because it is stressful. Shooting the day of, she was just calm, making sure our nerves weren't getting the best of us.
When all this started, when I got married, you picked out 30 8x10s or 25 8x10s. That's how you chose your wedding album, was you picked your top 25 or 30 8x10s. So when we started this quest to find the photographer for Caitlin's wedding, I kept looking for somebody that had 25 to 30 8x10s. Tammy was like, well, honey, we can print you 8x10s if that's what you want. I said, no. I said, that's okay. I said, my frame of reference was very small when I started, and I learned a lot along the way.
We absolutely loved her. She was the perfect fit for our wedding. She assembled like a master team, and even those people were very great to get along with, and also made the wedding happen. It was very cool to see this ringleader, Tammy, just making multiple shots happen, making the most of our time, getting the best photographs we could ask for.
Tammy wasn't just somebody we hired, like she became like a friend to us. Like
everyone loved her.
From the moment I met her, I felt like I had known her forever,
Mm-hmm.
She just has that warm personality, inviting.
The day of your wedding, you have gone through months, sometimes years of planning. That can tell a little bit on your face. It can be, okay, we're just here, we're going through the motions. You need to stop and remember why you are there, who you are with, what made you fall in love with this person, and the excitement and the joy of starting this new chapter in life. And you gotta draw on those memories. And as I always say, when you draw on a good memory, it's gonna bust out of your face. You're not gonna need to stand there and try to smile. What I need for you to know is that joy is the most beautiful thing that a bride can have that day. For more information, please contact Tammy at TDarleyPhotography.com. Give me a call, shoot me a text, go to the website. Anything you need to do, I'll talk with you for free.